run as a torchbearer. She pulled out a little more than a week ago, saying that this was something which did not make her feel good. The fact that this relay is taking place under such sanitized conditions. The authorities, just to repeat, have closed many main roads leading up to this area in central Delhi in the run-up to this ceremony. They have, in fact, what has happened is it's resulted in huge traffic jams. People who are listening to this broadcast right now, it's probably a good idea not to go towards this area at all until about 6 p.m. this evening. This entire area has been sealed off. And this is the route that we've been carrying. We'll try and pull up that map for you in just a moment. But it begins there at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. On the left side of your screens, that relay will go on that road Rajpath really towards India Gate. The entire area shown by those green marks there, that green boundary, that is the area that has been sealed off to traffic. The police have completely have sealed off even the public from the inner area. In fact, the earlier torch relay route was supposed to be about 9 kilometers long. That has been truncated. It's only 2.5 kilometers long, as we've been saying. The police having ordered workers in many government offices overlooking this route not to even look out of their windows, in fact, to look at the ceremony because of a perceived security threat. So this is what's happening right now. All right, our correspondents, of course, continue to be there at different parts of that Olympic rally. Neha Seth is at Jantar Mantar, where that the parallel torch relay got over a short while ago. What's happening there at Jantar Mantar right now, Neha?
Venkatesh, Jantar Mantar, right now you can see behind me, these were the members of the Youth Congress, the Tibetan Youth Congress that are coming here in droves literally to protest against China and raise their voices for the freedom of Tibet. Jantar Mantar really is the one corner in heavily guarded Delhi today where the Tibetans have been allowed to come together and raise their voice. In the morning, there were thousands of them who gathered here to be a part of the ceremony where the parallel Olympic torch was brought here and lit, and a lot of senior leaders of the Indian Parliament were here, like George Fernandez and Jaya Jaitley, to speak up for the Tibetan cause. Now, while nowhere in the capital are the Tibetans being allowed to raise their voices or break any security cordons, this is the one place where they are coming together, they are gathering to raise their voices.
All right, so that peaceful protest still very much on at Jantar Mantar. So that's happening there, not very far from where this Olympic torch relay is taking place. But the government has not taken any chances, and they will not allow any of the protesters, pro-Tibet protesters, to interrupt the Olympic torch relay, which is set to take off any moment now. This Olympic torch relay has, or the flame, came to India early this morning at about 1 a.m. this morning. It was the second stop in the subcontinent, the first being in Islamabad yesterday. So that's what happened yesterday. It's been a long journey for the Olympic torch. It's going across different countries across the world, more than 30 countries across the world, more than 150 cities. In fact, this torch was lit in Olympia on the 24th of March. It was then taken on a 5-day relay around Greece. Traditionally, every Olympic Games, it all begins at Greece. The flame is always burning in Olympia, and it is taken from Olympia at the start of the Olympic torch relay at the beginning of every Games every 4 years. What happened next was a handover ceremony. It was then taken to Beijing, this Olympic flame, on 31st of March, and from there that journey began, that worldwide journey that will culminate in Beijing as well. It's a journey that takes the Olympic torch across 136,800 kilometers across the world, to be precise. This torch, of course, arrives on the 3rd of May. It arrives in Macau after a 3-month relay all around China as well. It will arrive in Beijing for the opening ceremony on the 8th of August. And there you can see it has begun there, the Olympic torch relay. We will see those sports persons and other celebrities passing it from hand to hand.
अगर कहा जाए तो गलत नहीं होगा। इस समय मशाल को लेकर के दिल्ली के राजपथ पर दौड़ते हुए, और कुश्ती में हमारे मुल्क के कई खिलाड़ी क्वालिफाई कर चुके हैं रमन ओलंपिक खेलों के लिए। योगेश्वर दत्त जिनमें शामिल हैं। तो निश्चित सी बात है कि सतपाल हमेशा ओलंपिक पदक की बात करते रहे हैं। जब भी उनसे बात होती है तो इस समय अपने आप को स्वयं बहुत ही गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे होंगे महाबली सतपाल। पृष्ठभूमि में राष्ट्रपति भवन और उससे ठीक आगे विजय चौक पर इस समय ओलंपिक खेलों की ये पवित्र मशाल, जिसको लेकर के आगे बढ़ते हुए एथलीट, खेलों की दुनिया के जाने माने सितारे.
That's Abhinav Bindra for you, who's now going to be taking over the torch from Satpal. Earlier we saw Anju Bobby George take part in the torch relay as well. The Indian shooting contingent also making its presence felt, having already qualified, some of them, for the Beijing Olympics 2008. And really take another look at that torch very, very quickly. 72 centimeters in height, weighing 985 grams. But it's not just the weight or the height, it's the spirit that it symbolizes, which really is the essence of this Olympic torch relay.
ओलंपिक टॉर्च रिले को स्वयं लेकर के दौड़ना अपने आप में एक बहुत ही महान अनुभूति होती है. और अभिनव बिंद्रा के बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे कुछ देर पहले, जिनके पास थी टॉर्च, और अब आपके टेलीविजन स्क्रीन पर बाईं ओर साउथ ब्लॉक और दाहिनी ओर नॉर्थ ब्लॉक.
We've been listening in that Olympic torch relay has begun already. 3 people have passed it on to each other. It's a very, very short relay, as you can see. Each person not being able to carry the Olympic torch, which is really light in weight, not for much longer than perhaps 50 paces at the most, or 100 paces, and then on to another person. 2.3 kilometers long this route, and it has to be shared by 70 people. So really, it's a bit of a disappointment for those who are planning or hoping to carry this Olympic torch for a long period of time, or over a reasonably long distance. That van you're seeing in the background is where the Olympic flame is kept as well. In case the Olympic torch is doused, it's not easily possible. It is designed to withstand even rain, but in case that Olympic flame is doused, there's that other flame which is carried in the bus, that bus also containing other participants of the Olympic relay, and you have that on your screen right now. Anju Bobby George, Jyotirmayi Sikdar, Kem Binamol, Kamaljeet Kunar, MD Valsamma. These are different people from the world of sports, not just sports, of course, from the world of entertainment, from the world of politics, from the world of business. Shiny Wilson, Bahadur Singh, Gurbachan Randhawa, Milkha Singh, Paramjeet Singh as well.
विजय चौक पर इस समय ओलंपिक मशाल पहुंचती हुई, दोनों ओर वॉलंटियर्स इस बात को इंश्योर करते हुए कि यात्रा सुरक्षित. और
so that's what's happening right now. A little while earlier, Chief Minister of Delhi, Sheila Dikshit, was the first person to take the torch. She handed it in turn to the President of the Indian Olympic Association, Suresh Kalmari, who in turn probably gave it to probably India's oldest and most respected Olympic Milkha Singh. He took the torch, and from then on it went on and onwards, and it's going to be over perhaps not longer than another 20 minutes or 30 minutes. All 70 people would have carried this torch at the end of this relay. Indeed, this Olympic torch we've been talking about, it's a unique torch. Its flame is designed not to be doused even in rain, and it's extremely light.